I believe that you teach best by what you do. The theoretical teaching does not advance the cause, because in fact, if you teach the theory of change and you yourself do not represent that change, if you confine your life to the classroom and you teach students about revolution and change, you yourself are an example of acting out a principle. The principle is talk about change, but don't do anything. So it's very important to act out your principles if you are a teacher. It's very important for a teacher to become involved in social struggle, to move out of the academy or inside the academy, to be involved in the struggles inside the academy, to be involved in the defense of the rights of workers in the university, of the janitors, the secretaries, the teachers, the rights of students. In other words, yes, you have to combine theory and practice if the theory is to have any meaning, and if the practice is to have any sort of philosophical support. My Jewish identity has had a marginal, not a powerful effect. I think I would have the same views if I were not Jewish. Because, I suppose being Jewish, it does add a little strength to sort of traditional, historic Jewish ideas of not belonging to one nation. That's why the existence of the State of Israel goes against what I think is a sort of a fundamental and admirable trait of traditional Jewish culture: cosmopolitanism, internationalism, Jews not having any nation. Jews were at their best when they didn't have a nation. Having a nation is corrupting. We're seeing that with Israel. So my Jewish identity, I suppose when I was growing up and I was a teenager and I saw what Hitler was doing to the Jews, probably maybe affected me a little more than it affected other people. But then again, when I saw what Franco was doing to people in Spain, I was angry about that. And it was not a matter of Jews being involved. So altogether, I don't think my Jewish identity has been very significant in determining my social attitudes. I find my friends in the movement, the people who believe as I do, they're Jews, they're non-Jews. It's very hard to distinguish whether Judaism has had any effect even on other people, but on myself, no. My other personal experiences have been much more important than being Jewish. Growing up in a working class family, doing work, working in the shipyard, experiencing what it is to work hard and get very little money, working my way through college and living with my wife and kids in working class conditions, struggling to survive. I think all of those had an effect on me. And then being in the war, certainly that personal experience was a very profound one in fashioning my attitude to war. Living in the South, teaching in a black college, living in the black community, participating in the black movement, that certainly had an important effect on my views on history, my views on the usefulness of social struggle, my optimism about the possibility of winning victories. So yeah, my personal experiences, I think, are important in shaping my attitudes.